Democracy amid war in Europe. How is it faring? I am Catherine Wilson, writer and journalist, and following months spent in Central and Eastern Europe from late 2024, I would say the prospect of democracy is looking pretty good, and the prospect of dominance of the far populist right is not given. There are signs that the Ukraine war is driving increasing solidarity around European values, even in Britain. In fact, if you walk along Holland Park Avenue in London, past Kensington Gardens, you will encounter a street corner with a larger-than-life bronze statue of Saint Volodymyr, Volodymyr the Great, the ancient Ukrainian leader and former Prince of Kyiv. His bronze image is swathed in robes, wears a crown and holds a shield in one hand and a staff bearing a cross in the other. In early 2025, I stood in front of the statue as the crowd around it kept growing. Families with prams and children, elderly couples and people of all backgrounds were all there to march in solidarity with the Ukrainian people for their justice. The demonstration then moved along the road with banners and placards toward the Russian embassy, not far away, where organisers unfurled a massive street-wide banner demanding Russian troops out. Now, a month before that, I was walking along beside the Danube River in Budapest, Hungary, on a midwinter afternoon, and ahead I saw another statue come into view. It was of one of Hungary's most famous poets and key figure in the Hungarian War of Independence, looking down from his plinth on a city square. As I walked closer, I saw a gathering of several hundred people in the square. It turned out to be a small political rally organised by one of the opposition parties, and the speakers there were railing against the Fidesz government. There was almost complete silence among those gathered. Dusk had descended quickly in the late afternoon, and most people were unrecognisable under scarves and woolen beanies. Some held fire-lit beacons in the darkness. Slowly I noticed the gathering swell as more people appeared out of the shadows and unobtrusively joined the throng. The event itself revealed how, even in a country that at the time was dominated by an authoritarian regime, low-level civil activism was occurring, almost like impromptu happenings. And of course, the stunning Hungarian national election held in April this year demonstrated that a real democratic rebound was in the making at the time. But as Eastern and Central European nations on the front line are emphasising, for democracy to triumph on the European continent against the challenges today, there needs to be a long-term and effective deterrence, an integrated and resource-committed capacity to equal Russia's force. I'll elaborate more on these events and the issue of democracy in Europe today, particularly for a general news interested audience, in my recently released ebook called Russia's War and Europe's Revival, now available online from Google Play Books, Apple Books, and other sites listed in the post below this video.